Excellency President Christine Kangaloo lauds our nation's achievements in Toast to the Nation. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine says hope is alive for our nation at 61 and the Cabo Star out of service indefinitely. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. This is the Tobago Updates television news for Friday, 1st September 2023. There is a food shortage in Tobago as the Cabo Star ferry is being repaired. The business community is worried and warned of increased prices as they struggle to get goods and supplies to the island. More in this report from Candice Jackson.
Grocery shelves are starting to look bare and construction supplies are unavailable, all because the Cabo Star ferry is undergoing repairs. Last Wednesday, a small fire occurred in the engine room of the vessel, leading to a cancellation of sailings. As the situation continues, businessman Demijohn Cruikshank states that the situation is dire.
Because if this vessel does not sail, Candice, if this vessel, let me repeat it again, if this vessel does not sail, we have serious problem.
Prices is going to increase on some of the basic food items on the island.
In the interim, the passenger ferries are accommodating trucks with a maximum weight limit of 3 tons, carrying essential items only, according to Curtis Williams, chairman of the Tobago Division of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce.
Now, when we look at the galleon passage, because that's the main vessel that will carry the trucks, and the amount of trucks it could carry, Candice, that really can't help. Now, remember, we are coming to the point where you're going to stock up because you're coming to month end. So we needed that extra stock, and this incident happens.
If the situation sounds familiar, well, it is. In 2017, the business community was devastated by problems on the sea bridge when the government refused to renew its contract with the Superfast Galicia. Several months after, the government was able to lease the Cabo Star. By that point, millions of dollars were lost and several businesses closed their doors. The government committed to acquiring a specially built cargo vessel for the sea bridge to prevent such a reoccurrence.
So we agreed 2 years. And we said we'll give you an additional 1 year for the procurement process to go in. That vessel is here 6 years. That vessel is not a new vessel.
No.
It's an old vessel. And that is why you're seeing all the problems.
The business community is fed up and they are tired of speaking.
Why we have to suffer like this? I mean, these are events happening in the past and nothing have been done to bring any kind of solid solution to it. And so if that vessel don't sail, we suffer. And that's wrong. That's something have to be fundamentally wrong there.
All they can do is talk, beg, and plead at this point and hope they can keep their business afloat.
We don't have a say as to bringing an additional vessel in Tobago because the vessel really and truly serves us, right?
That's correct.
Who has a say? Who is in control of this decision?
The Prime Minister and his cabinet.
They called on the Chief Secretary to convene an emergency meeting with the Prime Minister, Minister of Works and Transport, and the Minister of Finance to address the matter before it becomes too late.
Because it was not a planned shutdown. You now have a serious problem on the island that you have no cement, you have no blocks, you have foodstuff is getting very scarce. We spoke to at least 2 or 3 of the major distributors on the island. Their warehouses are empty.
Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.
Well, the Cabo Star vessel is out of commission indefinitely. In a media release this afternoon, the Port Authority of Trinidad and Tobago announced that they are unable to determine when the repairs to the vessel will be completed after a fire caused damage to the engine room. The vessel is awaiting imported electrical cables to replace the heat-damaged ones, expected to arrive next week. Once received, repairs will resume and the vessel will be recertified for operation. The resumption date for MV Cabo Star remains uncertain at this time. In the meantime, adjustments are being made to the sailings of the galleon's passage to accommodate cargo from Saturday until Monday, departing from Port of Spain at 10 a.m. and Scarborough at 5 p.m. each day. Both the APT James and the Buku Reef ferries will also accommodate trucks weighing up to 7 tons based on space availability. However, priority will be given to foodstuff and other perishables. Well, stay with us. We have more news coming up right after the break.
so your car break down.
Oh, no, not again.
And you're worried paying a wrecker could mean a pocket breakdown too. But when you're insured with Tatil, no stress.
Yes!
A Tatil motor policy has lots of benefits that protect your pocket, like free roadside assistance. That's free 24/7 every time, as many times as you need. Tatil, where people are people. A member of the Ansa McCall Group.
There's a new date for Tobago Swim Fest, September 17th, 2023. Come and witness the main event, the 4-kilometer swim from Pigeon Point to Buku Point. More than $25,000 in prizes. It's a family affair, so come out from 11 a.m. on the beautiful Buku Beach. There'll be swimming races, sandcastle building, and seafood on sale. Come and enjoy a fun day at the beach. Calling swimmers from Crown Point to Charlottesville. Registration on the day.
Wait, I don't even have suit and thing for this wedding. Why getting them things?
Well, the Portmore right over there.
Alright, thanks.
The Portmore, where the varieties are large from your favorite stores, from restaurants to salons and from clothing stores to jewelry stores, located at Sanctus Hill, Scarborough, Tobago. Telephone number is 868-334-6589.
Wow. I didn't expect to see you here. Look good.
Thanks. It's all because of you and Portmore. But here now I'm going to tell you, you want to join me?
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright.
Beat the rush and come on down to the Portmore.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. Live more.
Welcome back. Tobagonians came together in a radiant display of patriotism and unity to celebrate Trinidad and Tobago's 61st year as an independent nation. The celebrations took the form of a spectacular parade at the Bacalet Parade Grounds on through the streets of Scarborough. Shania James has more in this report. All right, we'll come back to that story a little later on. Now to this. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine and Presiding Officer Abby Taylor expressed their belief that hope is still alive for the nation. These comments were made during yesterday's observance of the 61st anniversary of independence. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank has more.
We raise our glasses collectively to first of all toast to safety of the men and women in the police service.
In his Independence Day address, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine said that in the life of a human being, 61 is the age of retirement, when an individual often seeks to embark on new adventures.
We think that our failures somehow means that we cannot get it right the next time, or that we cannot do it right. Trinidad and Tobago at 61, I see Trinidad and Tobago as an incomplete project, a project that we are still actively working on.
According According to the Chief Secretary, the country has seen significant improvement over the past 61 years. He emphasized that one of the ongoing priorities for the nation is to ensure that constitutional framework is equitable and fair, particularly to guarantee that Tobago attains the required level of autonomy.
And so at 61 years, while we celebrate this project that is incomplete, we must encourage the country as a whole to move towards completing this part of the project, whereby Tobago and Tobagonians feel as if a historical injustice is actually made right.
Meanwhile, Presiding Officer Abby Taylor expressed that celebrating independence is a means of paying tributes to all iconic, cultural and historical contributions that had played a role in shaping the nation. She noted that she can only imagine the range of emotions persons experienced during the first year of freedom, with joy being one of them. However, she emphasized that her desire is to focus on optimism.
Growing up, I thought of independence as being futuristic, a framework of what our children should and could aspire to be. Over the years, and especially over the last year, my view of the ethos of independence has evolved.
The presiding officer used the opportunity to impress upon the youths that paid attention at the sittings of the Assembly Legislative.
I am hopeful for a better Tobago, hopeful for a better Trinidad, and hopeful for a better Trinidad and Tobago. At the Assembly Legislature, we call it active democracy, where we engage and educate our youth so they can join us in building the greatest and indeed the greatest country on the planet.
There were several detachments that marched along the Claude Noel Highway and along Wilson Road, and finally to the Gardenside Car Park in Scarborough. Numerous bystanders lined the streets to see the demonstrations, decked out in national colors of red, white and black. Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
Well, as many of you gathered to view the parade and other activities, we sought some of your opinions on why you celebrated Independence Day. Here are some of your responses in our Tobago Says segment.
Well, I think the 61 years of independence as a whole is a milestone for us. I think that we have, as a nation with a multiplicity of ethnicity and culture and religions, we have done extremely well over the years to establish a balance and to live together. And I think we need to be proud as a nation.
Very happy because we get to celebrate another year.
I feel good about the celebration. I am happy that we have gotten to 61. And I think once the young people are taught well about what the celebration means to us, then they will definitely enjoy it more.
I feel good. I feel that Tobago is in a very good place right now. And we all have to pull together to make this island the beautiful little island on the planet.
Well, in her inaugural independence toast to the nation as president, Her Excellency Christine Kangaloo expressed that in just 61 short years, we have indeed forged a nation of which we can be proud. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank provides further details.
Her Excellency President Christine Kangaloo observed that the past 61 years has been eventful, bringing both achievements that have brought the country smiles and challenges that has caused the country to occasionally sorrow. The President emphasized that in just 61 years, we have built a country which we can notably be proud of. Notably, no other country on earth has a musical instrument created within its first 61 years of independence. Recognizing this is a unique achievement, the General Assembly of the United Nations has designated a World Day in its honor. She noted that Denise Plummer and Michael Anthony are among the many talented daughters and sons who have worked diligently and courageously to shape and define what it means to be a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. According to Her Excellency, no other country on earth exhibits the same enthusiasm, vibrancy and hospitality that we do. Qualities that have collectively shaped us into the distinct and remarkable people that we are. Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
Well, coming up after the break, you can find out more about the athletic Henry siblings. Sport is next.
Summerama, real steam for the summer standard. Is a dream for the summer. Dreamy, steamy, standard. What you have? All the best deals, no drama. Standard be beat like a hammer. Go tell your friend, tell your papa, tell your mama. We got more. Standards of what you're searching for. Quality brand, discounts galore. New things for the summer, online in store. Summertime is here, so make the most out of it at Standard. Never beating on quality and price. It's nice.
From the experts that created the Zinger sandwich comes the KFC Crispy Barbecue Zinger.
The only one I see is you.
Cheddar cheese, crispy onions, the most delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken, and barbecue sauce. Get ready for a whole new level of flavor.
But this place is boring enough. We don't even do nothing. Let me go somewhere now.
I really want some new things, yes? Then look no further. Portmore is the place for you.
Oh, really?
Yes. You can have anything that your heart desires. Take a look for yourselves. A world of endless opportunities. Feeling hungry? Go get something to eat. Books and stationeries, games, and much more. Portmore, the island's beat.
Now to sports. Two siblings decimated the competition at the 2023 National Association of Athletics Administration in Trinidad over the weekend. Gloria and Curlin Henry won a combined total of 10 gold medals for RSS Phoenix. And that's not all. Here's Marcus Daniel with all the details.
Siblings Gloria and Curlin Henry shone brightly for RSS Phoenix, each winning 5 gold medals at the 2023 National Association of Athletics Administration's Juvenile Championships held over the weekend at the Hazy Crawford Stadium in Port of Spain. Gloria clinched 6 medals, including 5 gold and 1 silver, while Curlin brought home 7 medals, 5 gold and 2 silver. Their clubmate Nashiko Samuel also excelled, securing 7 medals, 4 gold and 3 silver. Among the other athletes who earned medals for the Tobago-based team were Kenron Orr, Rashad Blackman, Kellen Potts, Shania Sandy, Kayoni Morris and Leon Kerr. RSS Phoenix secured the team title with 561 points, while Burnley finishing second with 283 points. Cougars were in third with 282.5 points. Gloria dominated the girls under 11 category over the 2-day meet, showcasing her versatility in both field and track events. She comfortably won the girls under 11 800 meter category in 2 minutes 47.63 seconds. Gloria continued her winning streak, crossing the finish line in the 300 meter race in 47.74 seconds. In the girls under 11 long jump, she claimed another goal by clearing the bar at 1.35 meters. Gloria also secured the top spot in the ball throw, an event used to identify young talents who may excel in throwing events like the javelin and discus as they grow older. Furthermore, Gloria teamed up with Itania Stewart, Kenya Muir, and Samuel to capture the girls under 13 1,000 meter sprint medley. This event involved completing in legs of 100 meter, 200 meters, 300 meters, and 400 meters. Curlin's gold medals included the boys under 13 long jump and the boys under 13 300 meter hurdles. Samuel showcased her endurance, earning one of her gold medals in the girls under 13 1,000 meter event. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
Tobago's young triathlon star Jacob Cox excelled at the recently concluded 2023 Carifta Championship. He walked away with a bronze medal after facing tough competition in the Bahamas. Sport reporter Marcus Daniel provides a breakdown of this performance in this report.
Tobago's Jacob Cox returned home with a bronze medal from the 2023 Carifta Championships held in the Bahamas. 9 countries from across the region participated in the 5th edition of the 2-day event. Representing Team Trinidad and Tobago, the 15-year-old Cox took part in the 16 to 19 age group for the sprint triathlon and aquathlon. In a sprint triathlon, which consisted of a 750-meter swim, a 20k ride, and a 5k run, Cox had a strong swim and came out in 4th position. During the 5k run, he finished the race in 6th position, making him TNT's first triathlete to cross the finish line. Meanwhile, in the aquathlon event, which included a 1,000-meter swim and a 5k run, Cox struggled but managed a commendable 7th place. He executed an excellent transition into the 5k run, enabling him to secure 3rd place. Lead coach Derek Daniel stated, quote, "Looking back at where Cox came from at the last Carifta, which was just 9 months ago when he only participated in the aquathlon, he has shown a tremendous improvement. He has matured, he has learned more about his sport and his nutrition, and he has worked hard to now become a more strategic thinking athlete who is stronger and faster. He has a long way to go in this sport," end quote. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
We have more news coming up after the break. Stay tuned.
Tobago, after freeness is more speed and better TV. Get a free Samsung smartphone and free installation, plus 200 megabits per second, Paramount Plus, and more for only $299 with a select 200 plan from Flow. Visit online at discoverflow.co today.
Right now, Tobagonians are just currying down to Bonaccord, right in Stobie Local Road. You know why? To come down and shop at Authentic Builders General Hardware, the only hardware store in Tobago that is giving you guys Trinidad prices. So for instance, such as steel, 1/2 inch and 5/8, $7,895. 5/8 construction ply for $260. Every single thing that you will need to do your home renovation or start your new construction, we have it right here. And to get your quotation, it's very easy. Just WhatsApp us at 272-1990 and we will do your free WhatsApp quotation for you.
Thanks for staying with us. A boat engine was reported stolen from the Culloden Beach facility. Fishermen complained that the rundown facilities are making them an easy target for thieves. Ariana Scipio tells us more in this report.
It is not the first time that engines and equipment have been stolen from fishermen at Culloden Bay. Sheldon Cooper, president of the Golden Lane Fisher Folk Association, spoke on behalf of his members about the latest incident.
Yesterday after men came from sea and they wrapped up and they went home. This morning, well, we leave to go to sea, and when we reach a couple of the sheds broken into, and a comrade engine has missing, a 40 Yamaha.
Cooper stated that their equipment continues to be stolen because they do not have access to proper facilities. The Culloden Bay fishing facility has been in disrepair for several years, despite their efforts to maintain it using their own resources.
We just fix the toilet, we don't do anything on the building. We just spend our money from the association. And when we ask back from fisheries to get back the money that we spend, they just ask me, who give us permission? So we doesn't do anything again.
In an attempt to resolve these problems, Cooper said the association has been sending letters to the Department of Fisheries.
But we wrote them a letter asking them to come and do some repairs, because even in the building, if you walk through the building, you will see no proper lighting system, none whatsoever. And down here, when you come down here in the night, pitch dark. So anybody could do anything down here when the night come.
We reached out to the Secretary of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development, Natisha Charles Pantin, for comment. She explained that the problems faced by Culloden fishermen are not unique because most of the fishing facilities around Tobago are in disrepair. She noted that they are challenged with funding, which prevents them from conducting all the necessary repairs at the same time. However, they are attempting minor repairs around the island. There are plans to address the Culloden fishing facility in the next fiscal year, utilizing European workers. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
As the nation celebrated Independence Day, Scarborough witnessed a dazzling spectacle on the waterfront in the form of a vibrant boat regatta. The event, organized by the Tobago Boat Racing Association, brought together boat enthusiasts, families, and patriotic onlookers to commemorate the nation's liberty with a unique nautical twist. Bianna Brebner brings us more in this report.
Scarborough's scenic waterfront at the backdrop, the boat regatta showcased various boats in categories like Zessa class, Pirogue class, divided into two groups, 65 to 90 horsepower and 250 horsepower, and the power class with 150 horsepower. Holding this unique event on Independence Day marked a significant achievement for the Tobago Boat Racing Association. As they intend to make it an annual tradition, President Kelvon Charles expressed his happiness over the event's success.
For the first time, I think it was.
As the boats cruised along the shoreline, we caught up with the captain Keomi Taylor of the boat Armed and Dangerous, who gave an insight of his performance and the races he entered.
3 races. I won one, I broke down any other 2. This is the category.
Meanwhile, he was surprised at the turnout of the event.
It's pretty packed, and I'm shocked to see that the turnout for the 4th event. I want to see how the next year event go be like.
One onlooker, Jason Nancy, said that family bonding inspired him to come to the regatta.
I think the regatta for me is a time for family. As much as we are celebrating independence, it really is a time for family. As you can see, it brought a number of people together, some of those we have not seen in a while, some of those we see very infrequently. So I think just knowing that we would have seen our friends, got to socialize on a very historic day like this is enough to drive anybody to come down to the regatta.
We also spoke with Yannick and friends from Burling, intern students at the Scarborough General Hospital, and he was happy to share his experience.
We seen this festival and it looks really nice. We are really enjoying it. It's a good music and overall the feeling, it's really nice.
Spectators witnessed a remarkable display of unity and creativity, making the event more than just an Independence Day celebration. It served as a powerful reminder of the resilience that comes from togetherness, highlighting the strength of the nation. Bianna Brebner, Tobago Updates Television News.
And Tobagonians came together in a radiant display of patriotism and unity to celebrate Trinidad and Tobago's 61st year as an independent nation. The celebrations took the form of a spectacular parade at the Bacalat Parade Grounds through the streets of Scarborough. Shania James has more in this report.
With the arrival of dignitaries and special invited guests, spectators lined the streets of Bacalat and the outskirts of the parade square, picking up a vantage point to view the Independence Day parade. However, with the arrival of Chief Secretary Farley Augustine in full view of the spectators, the showers of blessing were poured upon us all as the nation was blessed with 61 years of independence. It was a momentous occasion as the Chief Secretary Farley Augustine, dressed in his national colors, inspected the parade of the armed and unarmed detachment forces. The Defense Force of Trinidad and Tobago Regiment All Females, Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard, Trinidad and Tobago Police All Females, also the unarmed detachment force comprising the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service, the Girl Guides, SDA Pathfinders, and a new addition to the parade, the Tobago arm of the Civilian Conservation Corps, showed off their coordinated marching skills to the rhythm of the popular song by Ola Tunji, Engine Room. Motorcycles, trucks, and other heavy equipment belonging to arms of the protected and essential services made their way across the Bacolod Parade Square. With the departure of the Chief Secretary Farley Augustine and other dignitaries, the parade took to the streets to head to the finishing point of Gardenside Street in Scarborough. Area representative for Roxborough, Delaford, Argyle, and political leader of the Democratic Patriot, Watson Duke, and his wife were spotted among the spectators as the parade made its way to Scarborough. Shania James, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Recapping the headlines, Her Excellency President Christine Kangaloo lauds our nation's achievements in Toast to the Nation. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine says hope is alive for a nation at 61 and the Cabo Star out of service indefinitely. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a good night. And as we leave you with some shots of the Independence fireworks.